Okay, so 100% honest about a specific situation going on for me. Um, I ended up coming up against a wall, and sometimes that happens when you're dealing with people. I know I could be very, almost like too passionate, aggressive, even when it comes to me sharing my thoughts about things and what I truly believe in, and me wanting, people to be the best versions of themselves and then pushing them, or saying certain things that people don't usually talk about. And I get some individuals to a certain, not a breaking point, but it's like a wall. And it could be ego or pride, it doesn't matter. But I get to this wall, and then I see them switch. I see them switch their tone and their attitude, and sometimes it becomes like a defensive thing as well, out of their norm. And then it just turns to that because they feel threatened in some way, when really they're still safe. There is no threat. It's just them fighting themselves. And I've just brought it to light. And so it's unfortunate that sometimes I push to the point where they get uncomfortable. And then, I'm willing to be patient about it, but it's all about the communication as well. Making sure that the other person still feels comfortable, and that I'm not making them feel lower in any way, because that's not my goal. That's not my intention, is to make people feel lower. My intention is to have people realize how much of the full potential they can reach, but it does take some work to go through. And unfortunately, the situation I was in, the whole reason this specific situation itself had me more pressing, was because of the fact that it reminded me of somebody in my life that I watched let themselves get to a point where they didn't care, and they kind of hit rock bottom. And I didn't want to see this person excuse me, in my life go through that. I didn't want to see them reach that point. They have so much potential, and they're an amazing person, and they have so much ahead of them, and they are already on their journey. They're slowly, waking up on their own, realizing certain things, because no, the world we're in is not at all the way it seems, the way they portray things to be. But I see so much in this person, and I really, truly was pushing too hard, but it's only because of what I've witnessed in the past. And it's almost like I got into this savior complex where I felt the need to almost rush this person, which is not fair at all. I personally don't like being rushed. I don't like it at all. And I even preach not to rush anything. But then when it comes to somebody else, I was being a little bit pressing. And to that individual, I'm super sorry. I should never be pushing anybody to do anything. And that's, like I said, not my goal. But it definitely comes off that way. And that is not what I meant by it at all. That's how much I truly care. That's how much I really want to see another person do well. That's how much I would invest my own time, energy, and support for somebody else. And unconditional respect. And that's how much I give a shit. So sometimes I guess it can be off-putting to people that are not used to that. Who knows? I am just truly sorry to anybody that I pushed too far. But just realize that I was doing the best I can to show that I do care. And if I hit a certain wall with people, I need to learn to respect their boundaries, even if they don't verbally say it. I am well aware energetically what I'm picking up. I can read on that, so I should know better. Nothing should stop me from realizing when I've hit a barrier and then to kind of back off and not go too much further. And that's a lesson I had to learn, and I've learned it, and hopefully I don't repeat the same thing with another person. And hopefully the individuals that I have talked to or given advice to or tried my best to help with, if I've got them to a certain point and maybe they've stopped talking to me, hopefully they will come around. It takes time to process certain information, and me being so excited and in a hurry for people to do their own work is a little bit, it can be overwhelming. And the whole idea itself, the whole change that people would go through is overwhelming. I really need to respect that more. And that's something I learned. So